That was Always and Forever by Pat Metheny. I've put together here a chord melody arrangement of the tune, and you can play this solo or with rhythm section. Next up, we'll play through it again, but this time with the Guitar Pro neck diagram, tablature, and standard notation going along with the music. And then I'll take you through this step by step. Please like and subscribe, and check out the description for more learning resources. Okay, let's get started. Now that we've played through it again, let's work on the step-by-step. I do have PDF of the tablature down below, so if you need to work with it outside of the video, you can do that. But let's get started with the step-by-step here. Okay, so here's the intro. We're going to play with fingers 3 and 4 on strings 3 and 2, and then finger 1 on string 1, fret 8. We're going to play string 5 open to begin with. And then we're going to do a little back and forth between tones in this chord. And then we're going to move the 2 fingers down 2 frets. And then we're going to pluck the D minor. We still have C ringing over, so yeah, it is D minor 7, but the chords really just represent the basic harmony, nothing too specific here. And then we're going to play these single notes. And then we're going to play strings 1 and 5 together, and then repeat. Back down. And I'm separating those tones out a little bit. Now this time we're going to play open, but we're going to play with 2 fingers on the middle 2 strings on fret 5 for the A minor 7. This is where the melody begins, so we have we're going to reach up to fret 7 and then down to fret 3, and then we're going to go into position 6. I'm going to play string 1 open, and then we're going to play E minor 7. It's important to finger this like I'm doing here with fingers 1, 4, and 3, and that helps us to hold finger 2 and then form the F major 7. So we want that note ringing over. Okay, and then we're going to go to position 3, play a couple of notes there, and then we get to G7, the bar. Okay, and then we play E7 over G sharp, and then E minor or E minor 7. Actually, we play that with fingers 1 and 3. Okay, and that'll help us bring finger 2 under, and then we'll play up here on the A flat major 7. And then we're going to do our best to hold that C and then play this C major 7 over G. I'm going to move into position 9. Play F sharp minor 7 flat 5 here. Okay, we'll try to hold that chord as much as possible, and then we go down to F major 7. Okay, we're going to pluck out of that on string 3, and then go to E flat 6, and then we'll go over to position 4, D7, go up to position 7, use finger 4 so we can set up the G7 sus4, and then we're going to slide up and do a hammer-on pull-off, and then end up on C major there. Okay, and then we are plucking the open strings. Okay, first 3 strings open and going back and forth, just kind of like the intro. And then we get to G, or F minor 6 over G, E7 over G sharp. So we're going to start here just pretty similarly to what we did before, but this time we're going to play this B on string 1 right away. Then go up like we did before. Now this is where it changes up a little bit. So we're going to play E minor 7. We're going to hold that tone on string 2, and then we're going to move up to the F minor. Okay, and then we're going to move to position 8. Okay, we're going to hold this B flat down here. So if any of these are a little bit tough, you might just omit the low note. And then we're going to play the melody down like that, and then we go into E flat major 7, play with finger 4 there, and then move down again. Then fret 8 again, and then D flat major 7. Then we're going to do a hammer on, and then pluck string 1, fret 4. Okay, and then we'll pluck these 2 notes on strings 3 and 2 again. And then we're going to play fret 6 with finger 4. We need to quickly move over to C minor 7, which I'm using a bar here. And then we're going to place fingers 2 and 3 down. Okay, just kind of lightly there. And then F minor 7. And then we're going to go up 2 positions, fret 13, string 1, and then plant G minor 7. And then we're going to pluck 13, 10, and we'll go to A minor 7 flat 5. We're going to open A there. Okay, and then we're going to pluck hammer on pull off from 10 to 11, 10, and then 13 on string 2. Okay, and then we're going to play like this. Okay, so fret 10, 11, 10, 13 on string 2, and then we're going to plant D7, and then we're going to get that 13 again on string 2, and then we land on G major 7, pluck strings 2 and 3 again, and then we're moving down to G, 7 sus4, and then our E7 over G sharp again. Okay, this part of the tune is really the same as the first A section, so get the D minor 7, open E, form the E minor 7, this sort of odd fingering, but that helps us get to the F major 7, G7, E7 over G sharp, I'm not really playing that string 3, but you could play it. Okay, and then we're going to pluck fret 2, string 3, move up to this A flat major 7 or A flat major 9, and then the G major 7 or C major 7 over G, and then we'll try to hold that finger 1 if possible. And then we're going to move up to position 9, and we play on F sharp minor 7 flat 5. And then landing on the F major 7. Pluck that string 3, E flat 6, D7. Just slide that 9 down to 5, and then G sus4, and then we're going to go in a different direction here. Now we have fret 2, string 3, and then we're going to play string 3 and 7 together, fingers 2 and 4, and then we're going to plant the first finger on string 4, fret 5, and we're going to pluck like that. And then we're going to move down to F minor 6 over G. Then we're going to go to C major 7. Then we're going to go back to F minor 6 over G. And then go to the E7 over G sharp. And then we're going to play A minor 7. We haven't added 9 in there. Thanks for watching. You may find you need more help with this tune or others. Sign up for a guitar consultation by clicking the link in the description below. Also join our newsletter and check out our website fretprints.com, where you can sign up for a free trial to our member area. Enjoy your practice session, and I'll see you all in the next one.